Quetzali. Spawn's pretty good. He has a lot of fruit and game and forests.
Indeed. Moves the defender towards the center. It is possible to play the edges here as well. He should consider that. Yeah, because the resources just indicate that there isn't really going to be a village right there.
You mean the middle? The middle looks pretty empty.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I would have preferred to see something like going northeast, finds a ruin, but again, as we can see, there's probably a village east of Baka's capital.
Yeah.
And having cities in general, I think, is more important than having center control if you know there isn't a village in the center
But is he going to go for
near your
that
capital.
ruin? It's like hard to leave it. Yes, he goes.
He will. And I mean, a swordsman would be really nice here. Oh, okay, brutal for Omega here because unfortunately, Baka's going to get that village. Unless Omega goes riding, we'll have to see if Baka checks the score. Goes organization. I like that.
Yeah, organization makes
gonna,
more sense looking at the resources on that second village.
yeah. Will he get a unit in capital? I would honestly prefer like potentially waiting to see what the ruin gives because it does allow for a lot of options if you get stars or attack.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much can
But
depend on what you get from the ruins that can change your whole strategy.
yeah, but we shall see.
Yeah, I love watching the surprise of what people get from ruins, especially on Drylands. It can be marvelous or can be garbage.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
it's a gamble.
population! Very nice.
That is actually wonderful. That allows us for riding potentially, but it also allows for hunting.
Is he going to
Goes
get an
riding.
explorer here? Yeah.
Explorer seems logical, but it also could go backwards. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Decent explorer.
Omega setup is quite good, though. He's going to have to be very careful here. If Omega retreats backwards, does he go on a ruin? He does. Okay. I thought there was nothing there, and I was like, why do you move his warrior? Baka goes
Yeah.
forward.
This is shaping up to be, I think this is going to be a long game.
This is going to be pretty even, yeah. Omega seems to have a really nice setup. Baka does too, but all that space between them, I can honestly see giants being more important than riders here, just because there's a lot of land to cover, and if you go roads, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, econ wise. So we will see. We'll see what Baka opts to do. But
I wish I
he's
know
going
what
to need
he
to pick up
got
his
from the
villages.
ruins. Do we know? We don't know what he got.
We could know. If Baka was following score, he could check. If there's no score increase, then it has to be stars. So that's kind of how you figure that one out. And then you can do score increases based on technologies, and population gives like a 15-point score increase without the upgrade. So might have been stars. It's hard to say. He didn't really do very much. He might have gotten a tech as well. Baka was not checking the score screen long enough for me to figure it out. I like killing the warrior here. He looks like he might be able to deny Omega that corner village with roads.
I think he can beat him to that western village, right?
Yeah, and if he does do that, that would be pretty disastrous for Omega, honestly. That would make the position really hard. Retreats, that's not good. Because he retreats the warrior and then Omega, not Omega, Baka still has the bounce into the West Village, with a siege potentially. Okay, looks like he's going for eco here. Goes hunting and forestry.
Oh, interesting.
Border growth. Oh, okay.
That's an aggressive border growth, and it steals resources from that village in the west. So even if Baka gets it, it's not as useful.
Yeah, and not only that, but he's going to get a giant soon. And that is what I was talking about with, I think giants are going to be more important. Baka's got riders, but his technology, his upgrades are a little bit worse. So he's going to need to kind of evaluate his options here.
And they're going two different tech paths because Omega's going for forestry and we see Baka going for like org and riders.
Yeah. I think if Omega's going to have an uphill battle ahead of him because Baka's got, once again, he's got 4 villages. And he's looking to capture them very soon.
Yeah,
so he's going to have to.
He was looking at the details for each city, figuring them out.
So he's going to have to get a giant soon. He's going to have to make something happen there, to put pressure on Baka. Looks to be upgrading. Okay, looks like a giant.
Yeah.
If he did the math. He did the math correctly.
He chopped, and he's going to get. Yeah, there he goes. Still chopping to afford a giant. Yep. And then he can put the monument maybe in that other city for 5 stars.
He can. He will. And
yep.
Okay.
And now
so
he has the pressure
of bearing down.
Yeah.
He's going to have to deal with that giant.
Yeah.
Although again, he's got 4 cities, and he's got 20 stars, which means pre-capture of his next 2 cities, he will be able to afford some resource technologies. And I think it'd be pretty devastating for Omega if Baka manages to pull out like sawmills in the next couple turns, because we can see that Baka has a capital giant in with math. Actually, without math, just with hunting and forestry. So we'll probably see that pre-capture here, and provided he plays out the next couple turns accurately, I think this is Baka's game to lose. Because of that capital giant.
Yeah, because that giant's going to be slow. It's going to take, 2 or 3 turns? Without roads, that giant can't get there any faster. So it gives Baka time to get his own giant.
And Omega seems to be chopping here. Lots of chopping. Goes in, roads the giant. Whoa, okay.
Oh, he has roads. Interesting.
He chopped 4 roads.
I wonder if he got that tech from the ruin.
Baka just sieges now. Yeah. Baka just sieges.
Sieges capital, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was interested by that play. I thought he should just advance the giant here. Oh, and he resigns.
There it was! The siege.
Wow.
No, he could have unsieged.
He could have, yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
I think would have kept going, but
great play by Baka.